Hello everyone, you are welcome to this video tutorial session organized by GeoCaf. Alright, so if this is your first time you are encountering GeoCaf channel, I want to welcome you, and in case you are already a subscriber to this channel, I would love to say welcome back. Alright, so just in case you don't know, GeoCaf is actually an organization that is concerned with the objective of bridging the gap between the industry and the classroom. As much as possible, we help prepare you for opportunities in the energy industry while you upskill as you make significant progress in your career path. Alright, so please, if you are yet to join any of our platforms, check the link under this video in the description. You see the link that leads to our WhatsApp community. Do well to click on that link so you can join our WhatsApp community and gain access to necessary materials you need to upskill. Alright, so today we'll be looking at something very important. We're looking at how to generate or how to extract seismic volume attributes, which are very important. Alright, and we'll be using the Schlumberger Petrel software. As you can see on my screen is a Schlumberger Petrel software. This is the interface, alright, and we'll be using this to actually extract our seismic volume attribute. So let me display my seismic. Alright, so this is my seismic. That's the inline, crossline, and the time slice. Alright, this is my seismic data set. So I can decide to use my intersection player to play across the seismic. Right, and I can decide to play across the time slice from top to base. Right, so but today we'll be looking at how to extract our seismic volume attributes, because this is the raw original seismic volume. Alright, but in order to aid our interpretation, we have to extract volume attributes. Now, what are seismic volume attributes? They are quantities derived from 3D seismic data such as this, and these quantities could be amplitude, phase, could be frequency or velocity that enhance structural or stratigraphic features such as faults and fractures, channels, and all of these aid the reservoir characterization and our understanding of the field at the end of the day. Alright, so today we'll be looking at extracting structural volume attributes, variance to be precise. Now let's see how to go about this. Please, if you are yet to like this video, do well to click on that like button, very important, and also do well to click on that subscribe button so that you always gain access to our videos as soon as they are posted on this platform. Alright, so let's go ahead to extract our volume attributes. Alright, you come here to your seismic interpretation tab, so you see volume attributes. The moment you click on this dialog box will pop up. Alright, so this is the dialog box that will help you to extract your volume attributes. Alright, here it is written all. You can see this is category, meaning your attributes have been grouped into different categories. The volume attributes, there are several volume attributes, there are several seismic attributes. If I click on this now, you'll be able to see all the attributes available on Petrel you could possibly extract from your seismic. Right, and all of these attributes has something to say about your seismic. All of these attributes has an information to add, alright, to your understanding of the data. These are information that you will not usually see when you interpret the seismic alone without the aid of the attributes. So like I said, today we'll be focusing on structural attributes. So to filter in and help our selection faster, we come here to choose structural method. You can see the different groups of our attributes: signal processing, complex, stratigraphic, depth conversion. So depending on what your interpretation objective is. Alright, so we select structural method. and under the attribute we see all the available attributes that tells us something about the structuration of our seismic data. So we'll be extracting the variance edge. Alright, the variance edge. Alright, the variance edge identifies discontinuities such as faults, fractures, alright, channels by detecting edge-to-edge differences. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is to add the seismic. Is already showing here because I have done it before and it's already appearing here. But if you are doing it for the first time, you are not going to see anything here. Alright, so now that you've selected the category, selected the attributes you want to generate or extract, the next thing to do is to choose or impute your seismic cube. Now this is my seismic cube. I just have to highlight it, and with the aid of this arrow button I impute it into the system. Alright, so the next thing to do now is to click on realize. The moment you click on realize, it tells Petrel to extract attributes that will be arranged such as this, having inline, crossline and time slice, just like the original seismic data set. Alright, the next thing to do is to come down to settings and reduce the bits quality. Alright, this is to make the system, your PC, run faster, especially if the spec is low. So let's use 8 bits so that we can get our work as fast as possible. So when we are done with that, you click on OK. So the moment you do that, it's going to appear here. Alright, you can see that you come to the task, you can see that it is running. Alright, 68%, 78%. It's completed already. So I can toggle all of these on and alright, so let me clear everything from display and toggle on. This is the inline for the attributes we generated. This is the cross line for the attributes we generated. This is the time slice. You can see that this is not looking like your original seismic data. Alright, and that is because it has been extracted to focus or highlight the structures, alright, within your seismic data. These are things that you will not easily see on the raw seismic data. Alright, so let's just do a bit of comparison. Alright, for instance, let's try to visualize the time slice. Alright, so you can come here. Alright, and let me also open another 3D window. Come to home and I open another 3D window, and this time I'm going to display the original seismic data. Alright, so I should come here. This is the original one. I come here, I put them just like this. Alright, so let me link the camera. Let me also link this camera so that alright, so this is the extracted seismic attributes. This is the original one. Alright, so let me move it to let's see. You can see, you can appreciate structure here. Let me also move this to exactly what we have here. Our extracted attribute is at minus 960. Then our original one, let's take our original one to minus 960 as well. Alright, so you can see they are both at the same two-way time interval. Alright, but you can see clearly that your faults, the structures are more clearly here. You can appreciate them here. So with this, you can actually QC your fault interpretation process. Alright, so this is how to extract your volume attributes. There are a whole lot of attributes like I showed you. Alright, but this is just for structure. All right, so I just in case you want to get hands-on experience with how this thing works, gain access to software and data sets, do well to check the link under the description, the link to our website. You can click that link, lead to our website. You can always register for any of our courses. All right, so this is how you extract your seismic your seismic volume attributes. So please, if you have any question, comments, recommendation, please do well to drop it on the comment section and they will be attended to. All right, thank you so much.